This is Pastor Jim from Grace Celebration Lutheran Church. You know, some may say that our culture is going through an identity crisis. Certainly, you look at some of the issues that we discuss in our day, and you would think that. Of course, that may be true as a culture, but it's also true as an individual. Each of us has an identity crisis, and the Apostle Paul highlights that in his letter to the Galatians. In verse 20 of chapter 2, he says, I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. Interestingly, there seems a bit of a contrast there, a contrast between whether it's the Apostle Paul living or Christ living in him. Now, it's kind of interesting. We're starting a new sermon series this week at Grace Celebration called Big Butts of the Bible. And that's kind of a provocative phrase, maybe a bit humorous, but it does highlight the contrast that we see in our Christian faith. And Paul has brought that contrast to us in this letter to the Galatians. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. Of course, it makes all the difference of the world, and Christ living in us is through faith. We're going to discuss more about that this Sunday at Grace Celebration. We hope you join us at 10 o'clock.